What's good? What's good? What's good? YouTube. It's your boy Raymond Chaco Forever. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm about another live stream. Before I get into this live stream, I want to remind everyone that I leave a link to a different playlist in every description box. Take a moment to click on those links, run the views up, run the thumbs up, run the comments up. And if you feel the need to share the playlist, feel free to share the playlist. If you like my channel and find my content helpful, take a moment to subscribe and turn on post notifications. That way YouTube will notify you every time I upload a video. I'm on the road to achieving 8,000 subscribers. I'm 400 subscribers away from 8,000 subscribers. Such a small goal to achieve that can and will be achieved. I had a daily uploads coming. You all are supporters. Let's work together to achieve that goal. You know, the more you all help me grow, the higher I will rank on YouTube algorithm. Also, the higher my views get, the bigger the YouTube check get, the sooner I can start doing cash out giveaways on YouTube. So it's all a growing process that we all can take together. Today I'm about another video. Today I'm about another live stream. I'm doing a cook with me, cook dinner in the air fryer for the first time. The first time ever me cooking in the air fryer. About to get in that. Let me test back real quick. I'm about to get this going. So tonight I'm cooking I'm gonna do it simple. Going to turkey burgers, we'll whip them up in the air fryer. You know. We'll put the turkey burgers with since I'm only doing two, I might just do two burgers. I might just do the burgers by this second. I don't really feel like yeah, I do this. I'm doing the mixed vegetables as well. Turkey burgers with mixed vegetables. Something different, trying out. And see how it all comes out. You don't need this in there right now, so you right there. I think I'm gonna but while I'm cooking it, I just want to talk for a minute. You know, I've been following this war thing. Well, I ain't really been following. I've been watching little videos, what's going on, and I just want to share my thoughts on it a little more. You know, I share my thoughts on it. I share my thoughts on it in a temporary video on a 3-minute YouTube short. Now I want to talk about it more in a little more detail than what I was talking about it before. You know, and they saying one thing on the news when it's really something else. You know what I mean? But it still leads to the same question at hand is what gives, I would say what gives America, but I'm not going to say America, I'm just gonna say Donald Trump. What gives Donald Trump the right to decide who can have nuclear weapons or not? What gives Donald Trump that right to make that decision? Like, you know, that's the main reason he attacked Iran and some other countries because they got nuclear weapons. Let's keep it real. Let's stop beating around the bush and all this whatnot. Let's call it what it is. The reason Donald Trump ordered a strike on Iran is because they have nuclear weapons that he don't want them to have. That's why I'm asking the $1 million question. Who the hell died and made him boss? Who made him supreme over every country outside of America? Where he can make that call, who can have what, who can and can't have what. You know, those countries are those countries. Let them do what they do. Let them have whatever the hell they got. Leave them the hell alone. They handle things the way they do in other countries, just like America handle things the way they do in America. You know, nobody's telling America what we can and can't have, or America can't have this, America can't have that. So why the hell are we over there fucking with them people, trying to tell them how to run their country and what they can and can't have? You know? And now, thanks to his decision, what did that lead to? That led to bloodshed. Now, some of y'all gotta bury your kids, your sons, your daughters, your uncles, your aunties, your dads, your mom, and so forth and so forth. All behind Donald Trump wants to fuck with other countries. All behind Donald Trump wants to fuck with other countries. Can you make that make sense? Can you make that make sense? You know? We don't have no business being over there fucking with countries. It's like, yeah, we got troops and everything over there, but that don't mean they belong over there. You know, yeah, we got bases and whatnot in other countries and everything, but that don't mean we have the right to go over there and start problems in other countries. Like y'all seeing your president doing. You know? We have enough issues right here in America to worry about America. None of those countries is a real threat to us. They got nuclear weapons, so do us. Everything they have, we have. What's the problem? Why do we need to go over there and fuck with them? Try to take away what they got. And just because they have nuclear weapons and whatnot, don't mean they deserve to die. Don't mean they deserve to be at the bottom of the sea, as Trump tried to say. You know? It's just that simple. It's just that simple. And I'm pretty sure when I say they're not bothering us, meaning they're not over here in America doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that. You know, they over there in other countries. They over there fighting around their territory. They're not worried about America. Yeah, they reign and speech. They hate America. America must die and all that. But they're not crazy to come over here and bother us. I'm pretty sure of that. I'm pretty sure of that. So why did Donald Trump feel the need to go over there and bother them? There's no way to prove whether America shot first or Iran shot first. Don't know. We don't know. We're not over there to see. But we do know there's a war going on. We don't know who shed first blood. You know, he's on TV bragging about it. We just destroyed a multiple naval base in Iran. Like, that's not nothing to be proud of. They need their naval base just like we need our naval base. So what did that do? You know, go after the ones. If you're gonna go after these countries, go after the ones that's doing wrong in these countries, not just random locations in the countries. You know what I mean? Don't go after the whole country because their naval base is important to them, just as well as our naval base is important to us that we have all over America, you know, or that we have set up in other countries. So there has been casualties in this war on both sides. On both sides, people that are innocent. Yeah, people that are innocent in Iran has had casualties, and he's on TV bragging about it. We had casualties. couple Americans killed, and they will pay the ultimate price for that. The ultimate price, as he like to say. Yeah, president. No ultimate price. You gonna kill innocent people, all behind you want to have control of other countries. Can you make that make sense? You want to kill other countries, all behind you want to have control. What kind of BS is that? If that ain't BS, I don't know what is. If that ain't no BS, I don't know what is. Like, literally. That's top-notch BS for me right now. You want to kill the other countries all because you want to rule these countries. You don't want them to have nuclear weapons. America's rule awaken. America would not be the only country with mass destruction, with nuclear weapons. Let's open our eyes up and accept that for what it is. You know what I mean? Let's accept for what it is. They're not the only country that have this stuff. We're not the only country. It is what it is. Other countries have nuclear weapons to help them fight, protect their countries from other surrounding countries. From other surrounding companies. It's like here in America, in the hood. West side, east side always beefing. They got weapons to protect their own area, territory. West side got weapons to protect them. East side got weapons to protect them. Are they right? Are they wrong? Who knows? It's just like that. Iran and all the other countries have weapons, nuclear weapons, mass destruction weapons, to protect themselves from other surrounding countries. And yet, America found a need to go over there and mess with them and start some trouble and start a war with them. That's sad. That's sad to know. But this is who America voted in office. This is who America voted in office. That's sad to know. That's sad to know, but that's the world we live in. That's the world we're living in now. We're back at war with Iran. And this ain't the only country. There's other countries he wants to go after too. Oh yeah, there's other countries Trump wants to go after as well. Okay, heat up very fast like that. And he's up very fast. But I'm gonna cooking 2 hamburgers in here. I added cheese to them when they done. I just want to take my air fryer for a spin, see how it works. So, but I just want to share my thoughts on that. If anybody want to churn in, say how you feel. But I just think it's sad that we over there messing with Iran for whatever reason. To me, in my opinion, ain't no legit reason. Ain't no legit reason. I was just reading an article on Instagram saying that the reason Trump went over there and started messing with Iran is because they tried to kill him, so he got to them first. Both of the assassination attempts on Trump when he was running for president, they now claim that both attempts was people from Iran, supposedly. Why did it take so many months later to reveal that, supposedly? But that's what they're saying. Those 2 attempts when Trump got braids on the ear, and the other attempt at his golf club in Florida, yeah, they claiming those 2 assassination attempts was from people from citizens of Iran, supposedly. Supposedly. Now, I don't know how true that is, but that's what they're saying. But I don't believe it. Trump didn't want to make excuses on top of excuses to start problems with every country he don't like or want to go to war with. He just come up with excuses to send American children and fathers and uncles and aunties and sisters to war. One of the main reasons I am so thankful that my kids had that mindset they did not want to join the military because they didn't want to go to war. I could have talked them out of that, had people ready to talk to them, let them know you don't have to check yes on that box for active duty, but I want to let them live their decision. I want to let them live their decision. They live with it. I'm thankful. Seeing what's going on in the world, I'm very thankful for that. I'm really very thankful for that. And my kids decided not to join the military for more than one different reason. I wouldn't want my kids out there fighting a war they had nothing to do with. I'm just being real. They already fighting a war over here in America for being black. You know what I mean? One of my sons is gay for being gay. That's a war he got to fight. You know, being successful, that's another war they got to fight here in America. You know? So I'm thankful they made a decision on their own not to go over there to, not to join the military. I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful. And still made their own way. I'm very thankful. Seeing what Trump doing, huh? Seeing what Trump doing, yeah, I'm thankful my kids made that decision on their own not to join the military. I'm over thankful for that. Because I would be mad at America forever and my kid was in the army and they died in a war that they did not start and they had nothing to do with. I would be mad at America to the day I die about something like that. Literally, I'm just being honest with you. I'm just being honest. That's all I know to do is keep it real, share my thoughts, how I feel, and that's how I feel. You know what I mean? So I feel like I said it a dozen times before, and I will continue to say it until the day I die. America needs to leave other countries alone and focus on the issues in America. So send all these troops over here to fight Iran and Russia and all the other countries they want to fight against, they want to start problems with. Focus all that energy on America. We have enough issues right here in America, in all 51 states to resolve. Instead of worrying about taking who got nuclear weapons, who got beneficial things like oil and everything else they want from other countries. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Eliminate that out your brain and focus on the issues right here in America. Focus on what's going on in America. Get ISIS under control. Get ISIS running around from state to state, killing innocent people for no reason. Get them under control. Get the homelessness in America under control. Find a way to balance the price of living with the price of with these pay rates. Find a way to balance that out. Not keep it like this. Find a way to balance that out. You know what I mean? That's what America need to focus on. That's what America need to focus on. Just being honest. Find a way where Americans send their kids to college for free, just like other countries can send their children to college for free. That's what America need to figure out. Don't worry about what the other countries doing. Focus on the many different issues right here in America. That's what America really needs to focus on. Like really. Yeah, we done been a lot of years without war. Let it stay that way. Let it stay that way. Forget going overseas, having conversation with the prime ministers and this person, that person, that person. Forget all that. Focus on America. Because majority of the stuff Trump doing since he's been in office, majority of that not going to benefit America. Everything that Trump doing overseas in the other countries, going to capture this prime minister, going to capture this person, and killing that person, killing that person. What is that going to achieve? What is that going to achieve? He sank naval ships. Naval people that's in the Navy in Iran for what? Was they doing anything wrong? I thought the naval ships was good. So why did you sink them for the hell of it? Think about that. That's something to think about. That's something to think about right now. That's something to really, really think about. The old naval ship was not doing nothing to America that he just sank. Oh, no big deal. Oh yeah, we has a couple of military American soldiers. Oh, they're gonna be casualties, and I'm afraid to say there's gonna be many more. Wow, you heard no kind of sympathy in his tone when he said it in that news conference. No kind of sympathy whatsoever. You know, no kind of sympathy whatsoever. That's why I say, put Trump at the front line of this war. Put Trump at the front line of all this. Let him go out there and fight. I mean, that's what America need to do. Every president put at the front line of the war. Since they the one that can make that call to go to war, they need to be at the front line of the war. They need to be the one to fire the first bullet. Fire the first bullet at somebody. Not our children, not our fathers, our aunties, our uncles, mothers, and sisters. The American president. He the one to make that call. Why not? You know? Why not? Let's keep it real. Let's call it what it is. Let's call it exactly what it is. You know? It's sad to see. It's sad to see. You know? It's sad to see that all this is going on for what? Because they had nuclear weapons. Iran had nuclear weapons that Donald Trump, the American president, don't feel they should have. Like, who the fuck is Donald Trump? Who the fuck is Donald Trump to make that decision to determine who can and cannot have nuclear weapons? Who are you? Who is he to make that decision? I mean, just being honest, this is my opinion, this is my views. But who is he to make that decision? What other country can and can't do, can and can't have? Make it make sense, America. He just wanted the excuse to go over there and start trouble with the people. That's all. He didn't want an excuse. He just wanted the excuse. Too many years of peace, and that's what it is. It's sad to see that's what it came to. Yeah, blood shed on both sides of the board. Blood been shed on both sides of the board for what? All because another country has nuclear weapons. And mind you, we got a convicted felon running the country. A convicted felon, 34-time felon running the country, and everybody's okay with that. So none of this is surprising me because of that. None of this, nothing's going on surprising me. You know? And I'm pretty sure a lot of people out there still standing right behind Trump, strong as that way. Also, yeah, that's my president. Yeah, that's my president. You see what your president doing. You know, so for all you Americans that have family members that's in the military, and they get called to go over here and fight in Iran and whatnot, and all the other countries he planned to attack, keep that same energy. Keep staying right behind your president. Staying right behind your president. When your family member get killed, your kids, your sisters, your daughters, your uncles and nieces, and et cetera, et cetera. When your loved one get killed at war, stand right behind your president. Keep that same energy. Keep that same, oh, that's my president. I support my president to the end. Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy, you know? Just being honest. It's sad to see all this going on. I mean, we have so much to resolve right in America. Like in D.C., the homeless people lives in a park a good 10-minute walk from the White House. 10-minute walk from the White House. 10-minute walk from the White House is a big park full of homeless people. 10-minute walk. You know? I wish I would have took the time to ask them to do the White House, do anything for the homeless, with the homeless people being that close, with a park being that close to the White House in D.C. Do Trump send the guards out there to do anything for the homeless? Huh? But you worried about nuclear weapons in another country. Just sad to see. Huh? Then you go there and I guess confiscate all the nuclear weapons. All they're gonna do is create them again. That's all they're gonna do. That's all they're gonna do. Like, come on now. You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna be able to stop no country from having what they have. You're not gonna be able to stop that, Trump. You, the next president, the president after you, the president after you. Not one president would ever be able to stop any country from having nuclear weapons. Or moving how they move, doing what they do. You know? Like, how would y'all feel? Everybody that voted for Trump to be in the White House, to be president for another four term, how would y'all feel they came over here trying to tell us how to run our country? Trying to tell us what we can and can't have. Trying to tell America what we can and can't do. How would that make y'all feel? That's how those countries feel. You know? They do what they do the way they do for a reason. They do what they do the way they do for a reason. Huh? And all you Iran people that live in America, how do y'all feel right now? Knowing that your family member that you left over in Iran is now at war with America. How does that make you feel? Or are you standing with America still, or you standing with your country? Knowing your country's under attack from the country that you live in, how does that make y'all feel? All the Iranians in the world, all the Iranians that live in America, If you from Iran and you live in America, how does that make you feel to know that the president you love and support here in America is now a country attacking your hometown, your home country? How does that make you feel? Or it doesn't, or it don't matter no more since you became an American citizen. How does that make you feel? That's something to really think about. That's something to really, really think about. How can you sit back on TV and watch your country get attacked and call her home? They telling you, oh, so and so died, your friend, people you know your whole life that's back in Iran, and you over here in America living peaceful, no problem. How does that make y'all feel? That's something to really think about. That's something to really, really think about. I'm just being honest with you. That's something to really think about, man. This war going on over there for nothing. Innocent people getting killed for nothing. All because Trump feel these countries don't deserve or should not have nuclear weapons to defend themselves against any attacks. And we already know they not going down without a fight. We already know that for sure. We already know they not going down without a fight. They gonna fight for theirs. They gonna stand up for their country. The Iranians, they gonna stand up for theirs. Yeah, they gonna stand up and fight. They ain't going peaceful. You know what I mean? They not going peaceful. You don't destroy their naval bases that cost a lot of money. You know what I mean? That's supposed to be a good thing for the naval bases and whatnot. It's like all the different naval bases we have all over the world. That's supposed to be a good thing. Now Trump turned into a bad thing. So 9 times out of 10, he might not know, he might know or might not know exactly or where the nuclear weapons are that Iran had that he feel they should not have at. So he just attacking random locations. That's sad to know. That's real sad. I can understand he was just attacking where the nuclear weapons are. But if he just attacking this random places, random spots in Iran, that's sad. That's sad as hell. Because you don't know who at these random places. Could be women and children. Could be the innocent. Could be criminals. We don't know. We just random attacks all over Iran. And I'm pretty sure the naval base in a lot of places, just like there is in Virginia, just like there is in Florida, just like there is in every other state. You know what I mean? Probably in places where a lot of civilian people live that had nothing to do with the military. Yeah, you just attacking all these different naval bases in Iran. And you think they're going, oh, okay, no problem. No problem. Let's surrender. No, they're not doing that. I guarantee you they're going to chat back. What happened? That's why they ended up killing a couple of American soldiers. All behind some nonsense Donald J. Trump has going on. Wow. Hey, at the end of the day, this is who America voted for in office. This is who America wanted in office. You gotta accept it. You took the time to vote and you voted for Donald Trump, you gotta accept everything that come behind it. Whether it pay off good for you, whether it pay off bad for you, hey, look in the mirror and say, this is who I wanted in the White House. This is who I wanted in the White House. Like, it's just that simple. You gotta accept it for what it is, you know? They smell good, okay. Chicken burgers ain't no bad. They might not be that bad. But that's just what it is. You gotta accept for what it is, you know? But I just want to share my thoughts on that. And I will continue to have regular videos coming on this YouTube Shorts. You know, I will continue to do YouTube Shorts based on all the different topics going on in the world. You know, interesting topics that I found on Instagram. I will continue to do YouTube Shorts and then keep the regular videos about my daily life coming in regular videos. You know, that way I can separate the two. You know. So the YouTube Shorts will be like me doing a 3-minute podcast. Share my thoughts on different topics on Instagram. And go for that, you know. That way I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Because I have a lot of videos I want to do in my daily life. But I can't do them and up-to-date videos of what's going on in the world. So I'd rather use YouTube Short as like a podcast and share my thoughts in a 3-minute video. Then I can use the regular videos for daily updates of what's going on in my life or whatnot. You know, that's what my plan is right now with the YouTube thing. The live stream, they're gonna come random. More video game live stream than anything. You know, I'm off tonight. I might after I study and watch probably a good 2 hours of BMF, I might get into the video game that's a big might. That's a big might, you know. I might get into the video games tonight because I do want to catch up my study. I did not study much last week, so I want to get through it today or get through it the first week of March. That way I can start doing the practice exams on the app I'm using. So that's what I got going on with me, you know. That's what I got going on with me. And go from there. This is my last night off from my night job for the week. I was off last night. I'm off tonight, so I'm trying to make the best of it. Trying to make the best of it, you know. But I definitely want to study tonight. Because I'm steady reminding myself, don't focus so much time on building these jobs up when you can focus on your dream at the same time. You know, so that's what I'm getting to, where I want to invest more time in focusing on my dream, just like I focus a lot of time on the jobs. Turn that all the way up. You know, that's just in my opinion. I want to focus more on my dream, just like I focus on these jobs every day. Back. But yeah, that's going on too. I want to focus more on my dream and build my future the same way I'm investing in building these jobs up. Cause they make more and more money. They're not gonna pay me more and more money with the kind of money I'm looking to make. So for me to make the kind of money that I'm looking to make, I gotta get out here and build my dream. You know? Yes, I work to make a living. Yes, I work to have spending money however I want, but at the same time I also need to focus time on my dream as well. You know? Going from there. And like I said, this is my last night off from my night job for the week. So I'm about to be up late, you know, be up late tonight. Because if this is a Monday night, if I was at work, I wouldn't get out till 4 o'clock in the morning. So I probably won't go to bed till about 2 a.m. I'm going to sleep at 3. I'm going to sleep at 3, that way I get 5 hours of sleep. So I'm going to say probably from 10 p.m. to midnight. That's no time for me to study and catch up my YouTube channel. I might watch BMF. I might not. I might just jump right into the video game at 1 o'clock in the morning. No, you know, I might just get right on the video game, you know. I'm gonna get right on the video game. Kind of like, I was first interested in BMF, and like as I'm watching, I'm like, you know, I feel like I outgrown watching TV shows like that. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I still want to see more of the black community than just drug dealing and robbing and killing. I want to see more of the black community. I want to see different. I don't want to see no more of that. You know what I mean? So it's like that. I'm kind of losing interest in that show now because of what it represents. The main reason I wanted to see this show is because it's based on the life of a big drug dealer, the kingpin that's still alive right now. Like majority of the big drug dealers, they got killed when they got arrested. And to know that Big Meech is still alive, just got out of prison, that would make me want to see that show even more. You know? That would make me want to see that show even more. Like for real, for real. I think I'm on season 2 right now. So I got a whole other season to watch. You know? But I'm ready to get it done so I can do my YouTube review on it. But I'm gonna get to that point where 45 is like that street light don't really interest me no more. It don't really excite me like it used to. I'm just being real. You know, it's like it's part of me getting older and not realizing what I've been realized at 25 is more to life than just the life in the hood. The black community consists of a lot more than just a life in the hood. It has a lot of good morals and stories in the TV show, but at the same time, the black community consists of a lot more than just that. And that's what I wanna. That's why I started YouTube to show the world, like yo, the black community consists more of what you see in social media and on TV, in movies and TV shows. The black community consists of a lot more than that. You know, like the black community is way bigger than what you see in these TV shows. And every show is surrounded by the same thing. Everybody's a drug dealer. Everybody got kids outside of wedlock. Every man is a cheater. Every man is a deadbeat dad. The black community consists of a lot more than just that. Everybody beefing, everybody arguing. Can't nobody say a complete sentence without cussing. Like everybody, the black community is a lot bigger than that. You know? Kind of like the 90s. The 90s, the TV show was real. The sitcom was real. And that's what paved the way for all this nonsense TV show. I understand this is what they came from. You know what I mean? But it's getting overseen. It's really getting overseen. You get to that point where you want to see more than just that. Just in my opinion. Like The Chi. It's like the same stuff over and over and over again. You know what I mean? Men's in relationship, cheating, got side pieces and whatnot. You know, all that nonsense get old, man. All that nonsense get overseen. I guess because I'm in my 40s now, or I don't live life no more, but it's old now. Mm-hmm. Then let's promote other things in the black community now. That's why I stand. So I still want to get through watching BML, but also want to see more than just that. And it come along good. Okay. Everybody eating 2 big fat burgers. Ooh-wee. Cooking good in the air fryer right now. You know, they doing their thing. They doing their thing in here. I ain't put no seasoning on them. I'm going to try 2 without seasoning. And then the next time I cook them, I add seasoning. You know what I mean? Just, first round will be without seasoning. I want to try turkey burgers. I want to leave the beef patties alone. I like that. I notice now America catching on that a lot of people cooking in air fryers now. Now they put the directions on how to cook in the air fryer. See cooking directions, it say cooking directions. And the third one say grill, skillet, air fryer. Wow. Wow, I like that. They America's wising up now. I like that. That's very wise. You know what I mean? That's very wise right there. I like that. Impressive. But I was looking to see if say anything about patties already seasoned. But I don't see that. Just say with natural flavorings. Whatever that's supposed to mean. But I like that. It's now on a lot of product how to cook with an air fryer. That's impressive. That's very impressive. That is very impressive. So this air fryer kind of bigger than what I anticipated it to be. They take up all the space. Normally I would have it underneath the microwave, but since this one don't fit underneath the microwave, I got it like this, unfortunately. Nah. So I get a good look how it's looking. I like this air fryer. I like this air fryer. Bam! I like the air fryer. Yes, air fryer going to work on that bad boy. You hear me? Air fryer getting it in. I'm gonna fish that paper a little bit more. Air fryer getting in on them bad boys. Yeah. 2 turkey burgers a night, you know. And all the different settings on my air fryer. You see, we got broil, convenient oven, bake, toast. As you can see, all the different settings. All the different settings on the air fryer. Yeah, the air fryers work magic, yo. They really work magic. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. All the different settings on the air fryer. You know, I want to buy more trays for it that I can put 1 tray. And so you can hold 3 trays. I would have been able to put 3 trays in there. I could cook all these burgers in one day, but I know I'm not going to eat. They come 4 to a pack. I know I'm not eating 4 burgers in one night now. There's no way in hell I'm eating 4 burgers in one night. So keep it at 2 tonight, probably 2 tomorrow before I go to work, and so forth, so forth. This how it's going down on a Monday night. Started a Monday all right. You feel me? You know what I mean? Getting in on a Monday. Getting in on a Monday. But I just want to share my thoughts on that, you know. That's what I got planned. That's what I got planned. I've been noticing I get a lot of emails, a lot of ads on my Facebook and Instagram saying make a faceless YouTube channel, and then seeing all these people starting a podcast. They made me want to do a podcast, and you know, YouTube give you that option to make a podcast, but I don't want to start a podcast. I would have just used YouTube Shorts as a way to do podcasts. And that keep me interested in, you know, taking on that challenge of making a video in 3 minutes, sharing my thoughts on a particular topic within 3 minutes. So that's something I want to do. That's something I'm interested in doing right now. That's a little hot. Okay. This bad boy getting hot, don't it? Nah, what's up with you? What's up with you? Nah, it's cooking just right though. Then I gotta clean this bad boy out. Like, yo, I don't like doing all this work, but hey, you want to eat more? I wanted Chipotle tonight, but son said, you know what? Go in and cook. Go in and cook. Go in and start the month off right. Go in and start the month off right with cooking. So that's what led to me getting this bad boy. Giving that 2 turkey burgers. Giving that 2 turkey burgers. Looking at 2 turkey burgers. Now when I cook next time in the air fryer, that'll be a regular video because, oh no, I went too far. I get all that up tonight. Damn, I cut that too much. So I'm gonna move you from right there. Put you over here. Well, no. No, you can stay right there. Yeah, you can stay right there. I done cut up a hole in both of them so I can know how the inside coming along. How much red on the inside of these bad boys. And this is what we got going on. Getting that dinner right. You know, my next cooking video will be regular. Will be regular. Like, you know, I wanted to do a cooking for the first time in the air fryer, so the next time I cook, yeah, that's why I should have got a meat thermometer. You know, I might just take one from work. They got 4 of them at work. You know what I mean? So I might take one for the job. You know, time I get a 5-finger discount on one, I might. You know, but I ain't feel like leaving the house. It's cold outside. Out here in Virginia, it's cold. It's cold outside, so I ain't feel like going to Walmart. We're good, DT Hope. How you doing? Happy Monday night, man. You know, I ain't feel like going to Walmart. It's cold, man. It's cold out here in Virginia. You know, riding my bike back and forth to work, that was enough in the cold. That was enough for me. Got to work with tears in my eyes. Blessing to you as well. Nah, I ain't cheap. I'm going to go to Walmart tomorrow. After work, I'll probably pull up to Walmart and get me a thermometer. Let me see what this temperature is out here in Virginia, man. It's cold, man. When I tell you it's cold, yeah, 39 degrees right now. 39 degrees here in Virginia and 68 degrees in Orlando. Yo, that's cold. And on a bike, 39 is like 15 with that wind blowing. That's cold. You know what I mean? That's cold. That is cold. So I go tomorrow when I'm already at the house. You know, when it's cold outside, I try to stay in the house as much as possible. Like literally. You know what I mean? You see, I still got my thermals on. Took me a shower after work. Still got the thermals on, you know? But for a little colder, I can imagine. I can imagine, but I'm good. 37 a little too cold for me. That is a little too cold for me. Like, for real, for real. But, you know, I'd rather be alive in the cold than dead in the cold. I'd rather be alive and free in the cold versus being in jail. You know what I mean? So, or being in a hospital bed. I'm free. You know what I mean? In my own crib. Oh yeah, good luck, good luck. I might get into the game again tonight. That Battlefield 6 got me locked in. But at the same time, that Doom got me locked in too. You know what I mean? That Doom got me locked in, you know? Ain't really much going on in Red Dead Redemption like that, but that got me locked in as well. But kind of like, since I got the Doom and the Battlefield 6, they kind of put the Red Dead Redemption on the back burners. Like the GTA, that's on the back burner now. You know what I mean? Like, I got games that are more interesting